We know that Arctic air is coming, but there's a lot of factors, Derek, that come into play once it's here to figure out how cold it's going to become. Now, the most important of these is fairly obvious, just how far south that Arctic air is going to push across our area. And we think it's going to go fairly far. But there are other things, too, like how fast the winds are going, cloud cover, and snow on the ground for each of the nights that the Arctic air is going to be visiting us. So instead of looking at just one number, let's look at the most likely range of temperatures that we need to be expecting in the days to come. So we'll start with Spokane, and here's that range of temperatures in the mornings. It will be much colder by Friday morning as that Arctic air rushes in, but there's still a chance that Arctic air may take a little bit longer to get here. But by Saturday morning, expect us to bottom out, and then we will see a slow, and it looks like a very slow recovery with temperatures into next week. Now, we are going to end up almost certainly below zero at some point, but the question, friends, is for how long? Now, as of this evening, our computers are trending on the cold side of the ranges you just saw on your screen. Even if that cold air comes in a little bit slower than we anticipate, most of our area, pretty high odds of starting off Friday morning as you're headed to work, headed to school at 0 or colder, not factoring in the wind chill. And if you don't get there Friday morning, guess what? You will on Saturday. Not often we put things at 100% chance around here. But on Saturday morning, a lot of places are going to be much colder than 0 degrees. And in fact, the odds for, get this, -10 or colder, extraordinarily high in parts of the Idaho Panhandle and in the Northeast Washington Mountains that you can see on your screen there. This is some serious cold. That is some crazy stuff. Now, it could be even colder than -10 in some areas. Here on your screen, if everything works out to the maximum, this is what I believe will be the reasonably coldest scenario, for our coldest day Saturday morning, especially, friends, in the North Idaho Panhandle, where we have the best chance for clearing skies and calming winds, which will really allow those temperatures to drop extremely quickly right before sunrise on Saturday. And of course, as Chris mentioned before, we have a wind chill watch. None of this factors in the wind chill, which can make it feel even colder. Regardless of what happens, you've got to take action to stay warm and well dressed and take it seriously as we go through the weekend.